Well, for those who don't know, my name is Yolanda. We are here once again for Afro Groove with M.Patrick, the original.
That's what's up.
So he managed to get us the honor today to have a sit down with Speedy. Now, if you don't know Speedy, Speedy is a legend of time. I think even before I was born, not saying he's old, but I'm just saying he's a legend.
Girls, you play too much.
But it's such an honor to be speaking with you today. I have so many questions to ask. Okay, well, first of all, Speedy, in 1999, you were in a group called Bongo Muffin. Now, yes, you guys won Best Kwaito Band. You guys won Best African Group in 2001. You've been in the industry for almost over 2 decades. You were there when
26
Kwaito,
years.
26 years. I don't know anyone. Yeah, I don't know anyone I can say like, yeah, they've done an impact in the music industry for that long, that I've spoken to like this before, definitely.
I think the only people left, sorry to cut you off, I think the only people left from my era, still doing what they're doing, I can count them in one hand.
Would you include Uru Jonina? Because I just recently worked with him.
Let me, don't put me, see now, you put him in the corner. See if I don't mention his name, it's going to be like, don't do that to me.
Sorry,
see, there you go.
I'm sorry. Do you?
But I'm talking about in terms of in circulation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about like commercially still on the charts.
Okay.
In that way.
Okay.
I'm talking about, yeah, no disrespect to him, but I'm talking about, if you know what I'm saying.
I get what you mean.
I'm talking from my time.
Yeah.
It'll be Oskido. Mafigazolo. Mahuta.
Okay.
Myself. All right, that's it.
So you wouldn't include Sandy Swarmas, right?
That's Bongo Muffin.
But okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so that's, you don't even, don't worry, like, that's like royalty. You don't even mention royalty. That's like,
okay.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about today, 2 months ago, circulation. Now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you were there for Kwaito, you were there for house, you were there for
I was there for Afropop.
You were there for Afropop, you were there for piano tech, piano everything.
Yeah.
What was
there?
He was there, he's been there. What was the thing? What drew you to music? What was like Ukudele Gupi? Where did you grow up? What was your surrounding to inspire you to go into the music industry?
Well, I'm born and raised in Soweto. Mapeta. My grandmother was a very musical person. So at a very young age, she started buying instruments in the house, like little organ, a flute, or the accordion?
Yeah.
She bought all the stuff for me every time, with her pension money. She gets like she spent her pension money buying instruments for me to enhance what she could see. She told me she sees that I have a gift. So she wanted me to enhance and just perfect it. And then also she played the piano in church. And then also in her house, still in her house now, there's the piano, like the proper piano in the house. Yeah, so I started learning, to do certain things with music around those times. But other than that, I was always into like the Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5 and the whole thing. I was, really versatile. I was at one point, as a young kid, we go through different phases.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can relate, but in Tulisi, as a young boy, did you go a phase of being Bruce Lee at some point?
Of course. Bruce Lee, yes, 100%.
I was Bruce Lee at some point. My mother put me in the Bruce Lee outfits and the Chinese thing.
Yep.
And then I was Michael Jackson with the leather jackets.
And the glove.
And then
the white socks.
So I'm Bruce Lee and Michael Jackson at the same time. So,
wow.
So obviously started at a young age doing what I'm doing. So obviously, luckily, some friends of mine that I met around the way, we formed a group called Intimate in 1994.
Okay.
We met in Carlton Center. Mtulisi knows Carlton Center. I'm sure you know too.
Yeah, I do.
In Carlton Center. So Carlton Center, I used to go to school. I used to go to Northview High, right, in Banato.
Okay.
So one day walking home from school, going down Small Street, I see this guy with a CD cassette stand and a hot dog stand to my right, next to on Commissioner and Small, across from Carlton. And I keep talking to this guy. Every time I go there, I talk to him, I chill with him, you know, I buy a hot dog from him, then I listen to his tapes. And then guess who that guy was? And I became friends with him that time. Guess who that is?
The big O.
That's Oskido. Yeah.
No lie, selling hot dogs.
Yeah, hot dogs and a cassette stand. So Oskido's like, okay, cool. I'm playing at this club called Arena on Saturdays. Come through and hang out. So the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard that hot dog story. I'm sure he just doesn't tell people that I was that guy.
Oh, he does.
No, he does.
I've never heard that story before.
Serious. In fact,
but
the
when you
one was
him, ask him.
Yeah. Because I think like a month ago, he did like where I come from, and he's actually walking in that area.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that special. Yeah, I saw that one.
You saw it. Yeah. No, he definitely talks about it.
Oh, then I have to go and ask Space as well. Why want Jelang in Davizinji?
Actually, I was talking to Bass this morning. You know, he's got this Afro-tech thing that he's
doing.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be working with him, doing some stuff with him. We you know, me and Bass,
nice.
When he started, like literally commercially, when he started doing something commercially, he did it with me in 2011. We did a song called Dress to Kill. He produced and wrote it for me, then he rapped in it. So obviously right now we just get him back to start talking again about what we want to do, you know. But if anything, I want to bring Bass with me to the States, because I do a lot of trips to the States. I want to bring him with me to the States so that he because I think he's really amazing. He's out of here, bro. He doesn't belong here. So shout out to him. Shout out to Bass. I love Bass, man. I love him.
We went to AFTA together. We were in the same year. So he always seemed to be this guy that was always like, guys, we need to do something extraordinary.
Yeah.
So he's always been that guy. So yeah, I'm very proud.
Extremely passionate.
Very. So you're
shout out to Bass. Yeah.
You're going to release your album, as you mentioned. I wanted to know what pushed this album? What pushed the project? Is it the years of experience you've had in the music industry, or was it just a passion that kind of overgrew as time went on?
Well, before I start talking about recording this project, for the past 4 years rather, I totally focused on the group, getting back the group together. Right, we started our first show in 2017, and then we started recording new music, and then we dropped the album in 2019 November. And then we had our we did Harada, the first single first, and the second single was one we dropped in March on 2020. Obviously the pandemic hit now, so obviously our plans had to switch, and everything has to be really put everything on ice.
Yeah, definitely.
So myself, to be honest with you, it was a blessing that the pandemic hit, not in that way, because for the past 4 or 5 years I've been with the group, but also my trips to the US was sort of like delaying me getting back to studio, because I was just having too much fun. I was just traveling. But I mean, as soon as I was locked in and I couldn't travel, I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to work and just finish this album. So I started to work on it, and then Pat and Tulisi started talking to me. You know, it was actually an EP. The plan was an EP, to do an EP. I did like 6 records. Wow. He's laughing because he doesn't know what to say. So, yeah, are you happy, bro? You must be happy about this, huh? So what happened was, it was an EP and I was done. I was about to submit the EP to the label. And then, to be honest, I was just like 80% okay with it. And then he was like, hey, man, are you sure you're done with the EP? I mean, are you done? I'm like, yeah, I'm done, but you know, send whatever. You know, the attitude, the ego. Yeah, I'm done, but send whatever. You know, like, yeah, I'm done. I'm like, I'm done, bro. He sends me the first song, right? He sends me the first song. I'm like, whoa, okay. And then I'm like, okay, hold on, let me record this. I record the song 2 days later. And then luckily Universal Music says, actually, we can't drop the whole EP now. You gotta drop the single first. Okay. That was a blessing as well. So as I dropped the single first, Come Do the featuring Professor, I have to now wait for the following year, which is this year, to drop the whole thing. Now, luckily now, me and Tulisi start now exchanging music. They start sending me beats from his boys, you know, Mephi Cubic, Panas, and Shuza. And I'm like, actually, I'm gonna record an album now because this is way too good. So I scratched the EP, and I started recording. Wow. And I've been recording, and then now my album has 22 songs. And all the songs I recorded for the EP, guess how many songs I left on the album from the EP? Only 2. Everything else is from his people.
Really?
You know, he finessed me, this guy. He finessed me. You pushing
Aren't you
your
happy?
people. Yeah, he's pushing his people. He's finessed me.
Hey, we have to. We have to. You know what I mean? We have to, one way or another.
Is that
Yeah,
where
he
you got the
finessed-
name for the album, The Gift? Because it was something that kind of just presented itself to you and, you know, allowed you to flourish as an artist, whatever way you wanted to.
Actually, that works, but no, but actually that works.
Okay.
I've always had the idea of calling a project The Gift because I got the name The Gift from my friend Charles McGee. Charles McGee is actually Drew Hill's personal assistant. So in 2006, when I was in the States,
Yeah.
he was creating remember MySpace?
Yes.
Yeah, MySpace.
He was creating my MySpace page, right? So he was like, okay, let's create your page, bro. Yeah, what can we call you, Speedy? Yeah, that's just boring. He says, Speedy the Gift. Yeah, I think he says Speedy the Gift sounds good. I'm like, okay, cool, that works. But then I kept it like that. So he gave me the gift. So I just kept it. So it just works, you know, because over the years, people know me as just one name, but I just felt if I add that additional thing to my name, will just reinvent the whole situation. So it works. I like it. So that's what happens.
No, it definitely works. It definitely works. So tell me, if you had to describe your music in 3 words, in terms of what it sounds like, what's the mission for it, who's the audience for it, what 3 words would you describe it as?
Ooh, good question. Thank you for asking that question. Myself, I don't really put myself in a box as an artist. I believe that I'm an all-round entertainer. It could be a hip-hop song, it could be piano, it could be jazz. I'm for everybody because my group is literally grown folk, Afro pop, or it could be a jazz. You know, like I'm for everybody. And also my album is so diverse. I have Afro beats in there.
Wow.
I have Afro pop in there. I have piano in there. I have, what do I have in there? I got like
hip hop. You've got a hip hop track?
I got like one with AB Crazy. But you know for a fact that I'm not happy with the fact that I had to cut it to 22 tracks. I was sitting on 30 something songs. I wanted to go Chris Brown on them, but you know, it's fine. But it's fine because it saves me for another project. Literally, I'm gonna start working on another project now, literally, you know, but basically, I'm for everybody. I'm an all-round entertainer. I don't say I'm a jazz artist. I don't say I'm an Afro-pop artist. I'm just a musician. I'm an entertainer. So I can tap into any genre and I'm good. You know, I just haven't tapped into country music yet, but maybe I will at some point.
Would you really go into country music?
Hey, the country bag is a good bag. Have you heard?
But I think you need I don't know, it needs some Zenashakwa country.
Hey, listen. Hey, you'll see. I'll call you when listen. I'm gonna
listen.
You know
I want to be there when you do country. I'll be there.
Oh, for sure.
I'll be there.
All right, done. You want to be there?
She's interested. This I'd like to hear.
She wants to be there on some. I don't think so.
No. I'll be there with my cowboy hat. Why not?
There you go. Hey man, Snoop Dogg did a whole bunch of things.
I know.
He did, eh? Yeah.
If anything, Snoop Dogg is the guy. He did everything. So if Snoop did it, and it's not even a vocalist.
Exactly.
Then, yeah.
Okay, so you are a well-traveled man, as you've mentioned a couple of times. You know, you've gone to USA, you've gone to the States, you've gone to Europe. What's your favorite and least favorite place to perform?
The first time I performed overseas out of South Africa was the UK.
Was it your favorite?
Yes, it was. It was at the time because it was the first time I performed anywhere outside. I was young. It was 99 when we came out there with the whole Sony Music, Galawa Jazzby. We all came out there for the first time. And then obviously over the years, I came back again with Ishmael. We did the UK with Ishmael. Shout out to what's my man's name? The
Gibson.
Gibson. Yeah, shout out to Gibson. So Gibson brought us out there with Ishmael. We had fun, man. So it was the second time performing out. And then everything else I've done, DC, the South African Freedom Day thing in Washington, DC, I've performed twice at a place called Evangadi Lounge in Silver Spring, Maryland. And then, that's it. And I've done Madiba in New York. So it's fun. It's fun. I like to.
Well, what's your least favorite place that you've performed?
My least favorite place I've performed outside of South Africa?
Anywhere.
Was the Congo DRC.
Why?
Brazzaville, because we performed and had a dope performance. It was the Fest Palm Festival done by Ernest Ajovi. It was a week-long concert series like Afterlife.
Yeah.
I enjoyed to perform there, but the treatment of just how we were handled was very bad. We were stuck. We couldn't fly back for a week. Literally, we get to the airport. And we're double booked. Like everybody on the flight is double booked, including other strangers. Like, okay, cool. Here's my seat. It's 14D, but there's other people on 14D. You can't get on the plane. So we had to go back to the hotel for another week, man, and just like really fend for ourselves. It was crazy. But I mean, other than that, I guess, you know, it's an experience. So it's my least favorite, but I will not go back, definitely. No, thank you. I don't care. I don't care how big the bag is. I don't care how big the bag is. No, thank you.
Wow.
No, yes. No, seriously. No, but I'm telling you, it was crazy. People were crying. Ishmael was angry with me because I it was my connection. You know, he was mad.
Yeah.
You know, It was like, yeah, you see what you involve me with, yada yada. I'm like, okay, I'm not going back to Congo no more.
Wow.
No, I'm good. But at least I got to meet Kofi Olomide when I was there. So shout out to Kofi. Yeah, I met Kofi. Yeah.
Nice.
Amazing. So if you weren't doing music right now in your life, what would you be doing?
Taking you to dinner? No, I'm joking. Let me see. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop. Let me see. I don't know, man. I'll probably be working at a bank or a clothing store, like running a clothing. I like clothes. Because my first job was working at a clothing store in Carlton Center. I worked at Nuff and Fed Base in Carlton Center. I'll probably have like a little store or just have like, and it's something to do with fashion, definitely, because I like to design. Even my jackets that I'm wearing on my video, those are designed by me. So I'll probably design or something. Just
you've always been the guy with the cap. I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that. Okay, cool. So what's the best advice you've ever been given here in this music industry life?
Be humble. Save money.
Okay.
Be humble. And save money.
Do you save money?
No, I do. I'm still out here, aren't I? Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But what money are you gonna save though in COVID?
You can buy an island after saving.
You gotta spend it in COVID. You gotta spend it to survive, right?
True.
So literally everybody had to dip into their savings literally during this time because
that's actually true.
Because nothing was coming in, so you gotta dip into the savings now. So, but however, no, the advice I got, just jokes aside, the advice I got really from, actually, it's always been Oskido. To be honest with you, Oskido used to say, certain artists get to a certain level of success and they think they're too good to go to certain places.
Right.
Do you know that to this day, Oskido would go to a Honjin and go pick up 5K? Like if somebody says, "Oh, Speedy, I want to book you. I got only 5,000." He'll go take it and DJ and go take it. So I live by that attitude with him. It doesn't matter how much I get, but if somebody says they got whatever, I'll go get it because it's my job, right? It doesn't matter who you think you are or where you think you like. Artists are they're just impossible when they get to a certain level. But you forget that when you started, you used to take way less than that.
Exactly.
When you started.
Remember where you come from, yeah.
It's all about the people, man. It's not even about your ego. Just go give the people the music and just entertain the people. Just like have fun. So that's what it is. So shout out to Oskido for that advice because I'm still with that.
I love that. Now you've been in the industry, like you said, over 20 years. What would you change about the industry?
Change? No, nothing. I like how it's evolving. I like how these kids I like how this whole social media thing is taking over. It's easier now for us to put ourselves out there. Before we relied on record labels, we relied on a magazine to be printed monthly for people to know what we're doing. Yeah. Right now, I can actually post and tell you what I'm doing. I don't have to wait for drum magazine.
I know.
I would not change anything. This is perfect.
Wow.
Also what I like about what's happening right now, obviously we are forced to live like how we are living. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that now, certain TV shows now, like for instance, right now, look at us, we're doing our interview like this. Yeah. I don't have to drive to your studios to sit down. So yeah. I like this. This I like. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
That's it. See, I can just have my drink right here and we just, have a conversation.
You're just in the comforts of your house.
I don't have to put on no makeup or drive. And,
like you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? She says lucky for me.
Lucky for you.
No, but you're a lady though. I mean, you're a lady. You know what I mean?
Well, awesome stuff. Well, tell us. So you said your new album's coming out. You have a couple of singles that you've already released. They're already bangers. I won't even lie. The one with Santa already has a video out. So for those who are out there, check out the video. I'm actually way more excited than I think most people right now in the era of Amapiano are, that someone such as yourself who's gone through this and that and that and that now can produce a production of work that kind of emulates your journey of music. So what do you think of the Amapiano genre? We're having a lot of conversation here in the UK because Amapiano is sweeping the summer this year. And a lot of people think that because Amapiano is something that came to us here so suddenly, and they don't understand the origins of it, that it won't last as long. So do you think Amapiano will last as long as Kwaito did or House?
First of all, let me put it this way. I'm going to say this again. I think it's very silly for people to think that way. Music has to evolve every time.
Yeah.
In order for look, music has to evolve. The piano is actually saving the music industry, just like Floyd Mayweather saved boxing. You understand? So my piano is literally coming from Kwaito. If you listen to my piano and I'll give you a simple example. If you go back to Kwaito is Kwaito, but go back to a specific artist. I'll give you a specific artist. Go back to Mdu and Mawili's sound and listen to my piano right now.
Okay.
Listen, that stuff sounds the same.
Literally.
Listen to Mawili's, the bass line. Listen to Mdu Masilela. Mdu produced Mawili's anyway. So listen to that. Okay. You'll see. So it's the same thing. So basically, my piano is basically Kwaito's baby, to be honest with you. So I'm happy. I'm all for it. We have to evolve. We have to change, and it opens other doors, because it's in the UK. I mean, my piano is bigger than Kwaito was huge, but I think piano has now surpassed what Kwaito did back then. 100% globally, 100%. It's in the US. Kwaito was never in the US. It was never in the US like that. Never in the US like that. What was in the US was Huma Sikela, Miriam Makeba, the Lion King, Umocha, and Sarafina. That was the African export in America. In America, Kwaito was never there. It was only the bands that were doing really traditional African music. This is the reason why Nigerians with the Afrobeats are able to cross over, because their sound is African. African. So piano is actually now starting to fuse with a bit of Afrobeats. So it's gonna do okay. It's gonna open up certain doors that Kwaito couldn't. But at the same time, let me not disrespect Kwaito. Kwaito is the original of what my piano is doing. So shout out to that. So that's my opinion. Believe it, don't, but it is what it is.
Wow, I love that. Do you know what? I've interviewed a few people and I've asked them the same question about Amapiano. And some of them did say, Amapiano is just something that's going to come and it's going to pass. And some people were genuinely like, I don't know where this Amapiano thing is going to go.
Who? Give me a name. Please name and shame who said it's going to pass. Name and shame.
Me.
Name and shame.
Me.
Name and shame.
Me.
No, you're lying. You're just trying to save people's names. It's not you.
Well, we need to keep the business running, so I won't say any names, but I will say the people that I did interview in terms of not against, but really didn't have much faith in Amapiano were people that were in hip hop in South Africa. And the people that had
okay. Sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna just ask you a question.
Okay.
So in order for us Africans to conquer the US or Europe as artists, what do you think we need to do? Let me ask you, what do you think we are not doing wrong? Why are the Nigerians mopping the floor with us overseas? Please tell me, why do you think that's happening right now? The Nigerians are doing well overseas, and why? I just said it 2 seconds ago, but I want to see if you really caught it. Why do you think Nigerians are doing so well overseas?
I genuinely think it's because people who need to, I don't want to say exploit, but people who need to expose the music to the world are gatekeeping. That's what I think. Because when you come and now allow people like Georgia Smith and people in Europe to come do Amapiano, then you're going to shout and say, hey, she can't do Amapiano, but it doesn't come from Soweto. Then it's not going to go far.
Let me put it this way. Me, okay, I'm gonna add to what you say. In my opinion, I just said it 2 seconds ago. I'm gonna say it again.
Okay.
The reason certain African exports do well in America, meaning mainly the Lion King, Sarafina, Umoja, Uma Sikela, Miriam Makeba, it's African music, original African. Nigerian Afrobeats is their original African sound.
Yeah.
So hip hop artists who don't make it overseas, who are from here, they shouldn't get mad because they sound just like those people there. Imagine Puff Daddy coming here doing Mpakanga. How are you gonna look at Puff Daddy? Like, bro, you're already selling us what we are doing. So sell them what they don't know. Sell them the Afrobeat, sell them African.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. For the past 4 or 5 years, case in point, Black Panther, Africa has been trending.
Exactly.
We have been trending to the world, like in a very big way. So that's when people need to take advantage of that. Like for instance, I spend time in the US and I go to the clubs in the States. All I hear in the clubs in the States is Afrobeats, Nigerian music. Literally. I've never had any South African songs in the clubs in America. I've gone to a couple of black coffee shows, cool. That's okay, that's awesome, shout out to him. But I have never heard any South African music playing in the club. I've only heard Nigerian music playing in the clubs because it is African. I'm not saying our stuff is not African, but I'm just saying, guys, let's sell these people who we are. Let's sell them who we are. Let's really do that. That's what I'm saying.
I love
That's
that.
why Bongo Muffin was able to tour overseas because it's African. That's what I'm saying.
Definitely, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Well, I'm very thankful for this conversation. I'm very thankful for your time. I'm so glad I met you. I'm gonna tell my mom I met you. Like,
okay, see now.
I'm not offending you. It's a dream coming true. Please don't take that from me.
Love it. I have one question before we go. I have one question before we go.
Yeah.
So from the album, The Gift, do you have a favorite song?
Oh, this guy.
How can you ask that when you're the one that made the album as well? That's not fair.
You see what I'm saying? He's unfair, right?
But it's a question I've not asked him.
Okay.
Do I get to choose one? Can I choose like a couple?
No, that's why you have only 20 songs in your album this time around and not 35.
Okay, I got 22 songs, but I'm not gonna count the other 2.
All right, pick 3.
Okay, Kumbula with Ntlantla, definitely.
Love it.
Malena.
Okay.
Ikebe.
Okay.
What are your favorites, Patrick?
Mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kumbula, no doubt.
Right.
The one with Carlo. Ubenati.
Ubenati. Oh yeah. You see, this is wrong because there's too many songs. Oh man, it's too many.
Ubenati. Oh man, Molo.
You see man, I know, right? And I forgot to mention Ampelelanga and
Ampelelanga as well. Look, you know what? When the album does drop, I think I might just do like the whole show and just showcase the album so that people get to understand. Like, it is for me. It's such a beautiful product, and it certainly deserves for the world, not just for South Africa, but for the world to hear.
Oh no, definitely. So when I come out there to do some shows, definitely we should. If we do gigs in the evening, I think we should do like little brunches, like a little brunch with a few people to do listening session, picnic, hang out, and just hang out and let me just engage with folks, you know. And I think 100%. If I'm staying there for the month, in every town that I'm doing a performance, maybe let's do like a lunch on the following day, or the day before. Maybe the day before the concert, let's just hang out and just have like a picnic so people can just listen to it. We just talk, you know, have conversations and just like listen to it. I think that would be a dope idea.
I think
I'm giving myself for a month. So
that just gave me an idea. Yolanda, I'm gonna run this idea past you when we go off, and then I'll talk to you as well, Speedy, because as you were saying,
I'm down. Yeah, just come out. Maybe if let's say we have a performance on Friday night, maybe the Thursday or the day after we just hang out. So whatever, we'll work it out. But it should be fun though. I mean, a month out there would be awesome.
No worries. I'm
absolutely dope. Absolutely dope.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.